Hello everyone, myself Abhi, and welcome to the second lecture of React.js series. In today's video, we are going to create a React project using the traditional method, not using build tools. The second thing which I am going to discuss is what is JSX. The next is what is Webpack, and next is what is Vite. Let's get started. The first thing is how React project was created using traditional method, not using the build tools like Vite or something. Firstly, we do npm init or npm init dash y. What does this mean? Npm init, this starts a new Node.js project, which also creates a package.json file automatically. What does this file do? Imagine this as the identity card of your Imagine this as the identity card of your project. It contains name, version, descriptions, etc. When we do npm init, it asks for the name of the project, the description of the project, and many more things. When we type all those things, it starts a Node.js project and initiate creating a React project. But what does this dash y means? If we do npm init dash y, it automatically creates the package.json file with default values immediately. It doesn't ask you for the custom values as in npm init y. So let's move to the next step. The second thing we do is npm install react and react dom. What does we install these two libraries before creating our React project? What does these libraries contain? The first library is React. It contains everything you need to create a React components. The second library is React DOM. It helps in displaying components on the web page. Suppose it acts like the bridge between the React component and browser DOM. For analogy, we can say imagine we are making a movie. The React can be imagined as the actors, and the React DOM library can be imagined as a cinema screen. Without screen, the actors cannot be seen to the audience. This is an analogy. Without React DOM, the React components cannot be rendered on the screen of the browsers. That's the second step. Let's move to the next. These are the next steps. Keep in mind that we are using the traditional method to create a React project. We have do all these things manually. The next step is install the tools which are needed to run the React project. The next step is creating the project structure manually. Yes, we have to create the structure manually in Vite or other build tools. It provides the project structure automatically after creating the project. The next step is configure Webpack and Babel. These are the two terms or two things we have to discuss in the upcoming lectures or maybe in the same video. The next step is write your React code. These are all the steps traditionally used for building a React project. Let's move to the next topic. The next topic is JSX. JSX stands for JavaScript XML. It is a syntax extension. For JavaScript. It is a syntax extension for JavaScript that lets us to write HTML looking code. HTML looking code inside JavaScript. Suppose let's take an example first. This is a React component. For now, we haven't discussed the component yet. Suppose this is a JavaScript function named app. It returns something, but see something here that it is returning h1 tag. This is a HTML code. This is a HTML code. So JavaScript is returning an HTML code. So that's what the JSX looks like. This is a JSX format. So JSX means HTML looking code but written in JavaScript style. That's the JSX. So the next thing is we have to compile JSX into JavaScript. Why? Because our browsers do not understand JSX extension directly. It only understand HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So we have to compile the JSX extension into JavaScript. Who does this compilation? This is done using Babel. So Babel is a tool which is often integrated in build tools like Vite or other, which transform the JSX into JavaScript before the code runs in the browser. The next thing is, what is a Webpack? So Webpack is simply a module bundler. Imagine your project contains many files such as app.jsx, snapbar.jsx, logo.png, etc. files. Browser cannot efficiently work with so many separate files. So what Webpack does? Webpack gathers all them, processes them, and produces bundle file data suitable for browser. Other than this, Webpack also can do compilation of JSX into JS, but only integrated within Babel. Other things Webpack can do is processing CSS, processing images, and code. Optimizing code. Earlier, React projects commonly used Webpack as their build tool, but today Vite is used most because it provides faster development. So that's all about the Webpack. Let's move ahead. So this is the last topic of our today's video. What is Vite? So Vite is a front-end build tool, which is a front-end build tool that provides faster development server, compiles modern JS and JSX, modern JS and JSX into the older or classic JavaScript, which can be understood by our browsers. It also supports hot module replacement, which we are going to discuss later. It is an important term in React. So it also supports HMR, hot module replacement, and creates optimized production builds. So Vite is generally used to create our React project and write our code efficiently. Let's see how can we create a Vite project. So for creating a React project using Vite, we do npm create Vite at the rate latest. After this, Vite automatically creates project structure, install the required dependencies, compiles the JSX, supports ES modules, and enables HMR, hot module replacement. If we take an analogy to understand the Vite, suppose React is like a providing recipes providing recipes, and Vite is like providing kitchen. So without kitchen there is no use of recipes, and without recipes there is no use of kitchen. So both are interdependent to each other. That's an analogy to understand the Vite and React. So let's get on the computer screen and start a Vite project. So I have opened my PC. Let's create a folder. Let's create a new folder. Name it React using Vite. Now let's open the terminal. Now in the terminal we will type npm create vite @ latest. Project name, my new React app, framework React, variant JavaScript, enter ES link, install yes. Now it's installing the dependencies. Now we can open our React project using this provided link, the localhost. We can see this is the UI provided by Vite automatically. It contains a button which will increment if we click on it. This is happening using use state hook, which we will discuss later in the upcoming lectures. Now let's explore the files which are created automatically by Vite. These are the files, and there we can see package.json file, which contains all the identity of this particular project, the name, versions, etc. So that's all for the today video. See you in the next one.